Alright guys, this is the third member that I installed. Um, but as you can see, it's dripping oil. So the frame, the front pinion seal on the differential is leaking. You can see actually a little bit of a drip in the bottom of the differential carrier. So today I was able to locate the seal at a local dealership, and the price was actually not that bad. The price actually was actually comparable to what some of the other places that I checked was. And here's the seal that's going to be replaced. Let's see, focus. All right, that's the part number. I'll be able to verify that this is the correct seal once I remove the old one. Per the year and model of the vehicle the differential came out of, that's the one I need for the Toyota dealership guy. This is the part that I'll be using. There's different ways to do this. I'm going to go with the most basic way to do this. I'm going to be removing the nut that is in the front and counting the turns as I remove it. And when I put it back, I'm going to put it in the same spot and torque it to the specs that it's supposed to be. And the goal is to be able to have it in the exact same blend. The little indentation is little place, the stake some people call it. I have to match it, and I'm going to have to try to match it, so it'll be exactly the same way that it was before. The tools that I'm going to be using is a 30 millimeter nut. I installed two of the original bolts, and I'm going to use them as leverage so that I can unscrew the big nut. I have a seal puller. Nothing special. You could also remove it with a screwdriver, but I just happen to have that tool, so I'm going to use it. I don't have a seal installer, so I'm going to be tapping it slightly, little by little. I have a rubber mallet and hammer, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So now I'm going to count how many turns it has. So when I put it back in, it will be the same way. Turn. No turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 3/4. 9 and 3/4 turns before the nut came out. Alright guys, it's out now. And there's the seal. It actually does not look bad. Alright guys, here's a close-up of the seal. I just removed the cover on the front. And one thing I noticed is that the seal just like 1 millimeter off out of the in front of the flange over here. Now I'm going to remove the seal on it. Yes. Oops. There we go. Alright, now I'm getting a new seal. And I'm going to leave the new seal as well, on the inside and on the outside. Come in. Never look. Alright guys, that's what the new seal looks like installed. It looks nice, it's nice and even all around. I went slowly just to make sure I did not want to damage or anything like that. And it went right in little by little. And it's the same, it's protruding the same amount as it did before. And it could not be pushed in further because it gets to the bottom place. You can actually hear how it sounds different. Alright guys, I finished cleaning out the flange, and there's a minor little groove here where the seal was riding, but it's pretty small. Everything else looks really good. Came out nice and clean. I just cleaned it up, and I'm going to oil it up and install it back on the truck. Then I'm going to torque the nut and then make sure that the little stake is in the same location as it was before. But if the little scratch that the seal makes gets too deep, that will cause a leak. If it's bad enough over here, when it's really bad enough, you have to replace this. You replace this whole part over here, and the seal as well. But I'm gonna go with it because that's just a minor little scratch. That should be good. Just hold my hand, tap initial. Then we can see from here on the first side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Alright, good morning guys. Today's the following day. I'm gonna try to wrap up the installation of the pinion seal. One thing I did yesterday, I was really tired by the time I was done. I reviewed the footage of when I was removing the nut, and I found out that it was 10 3/4 turns. So I have one more turn. That's why when I was trying to torque it yesterday, it just did not want to torque like when they seem too loose. So I'm going to give it one more full turn, so it can be exactly the same way it was when I removed it. Alright guys, I finished taking the nut. It looks really good. As you can tell, let's see, focus. Alright. And it has a torque to right to 90 pounds like it should be. Alright guys, it looks good. By the way, once it gets to 90 pounds, it was at the location where it was staked at before. So I knew it was the exact location that it was from before. And it got extremely tight. It would not go anymore at all. I also checked the spacing about how much the shaft was protruding from the nut, and it's the same as before. So I'm happy how everything is right now. I'm going to go ahead and bolt the drive shaft now, which I have it tied up with the wire up from the little bracket up here. All right, guys, I can't wait to get this thing done. Mm-hmm. Before 3. Alright guys, I just finished torquing the bolts from the drive shaft to the shaft, to the flange, I mean, to 54 pounds. Alright guys, let me wrap this thing up and get this thing done.